Hey guys, welcome back. So it seems like the unemployment crisis in America is getting really out of hand. A lot of people are making videos about how they have applied to hundreds and thousands of jobs and they still can't seem to land an interview or a job overall. They can't afford their bills, they're running behind on their rent, they can't pay their cars, all of this stuff. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what they have to say.
Is anyone else struggling to get a job right now? I'm genuinely curious. I literally wake up every fucking day and I apply to multiple jobs on Indeed. And I don't know if it's because I'm using Indeed, but I don't hear shit back for any of these jobs. Like, I literally don't hear shit back. Why is it impossible to find a fucking job right now? I'm seriously so over it. I wake up every single day and I have nothing to do and nothing to look forward to. I have no fucking routine. It's like I wake up just to scroll on TikTok or lay in bed and feel fucking worthless. And then the days that I do get up and get ready, what am I getting ready for? To record myself to post on TikTok? Like, I'm getting sick and tired of it. It's low-key depressing and it's fucking with my mental health a little bit, which I don't want it to, because who wants that? It's just really exhausting and it's really fucking annoying that I'm spending all this time, energy, and effort into getting a job and I don't hear shit back from these jobs. And I'm applying for things that I'm qualified for. Like, I'm applying for things that I have experience in. I just don't understand. Like, I literally I have changed my resume multiple times. I've edited it. I've done all these different things to try to get a job, and it's like I don't hear shit back. And then the one job I had an interview for, and they told me I had the job, but then told me I had to wait for the offer letter and all this background check shit and credit. Another thing, why are they fucking checking your credit now to get a job? Why do they have to do a credit check? That's weird as fuck. Anyways, I have not heard shit back from that job either. And that was a week ago. And I've already messaged them and called them so many times. I don't want to be annoying and keep messaging like, hey, well, what's up? But also they still have the job posted on Indeed and they're only hiring one position, one role, one position, and apparently I have it, but the job posting is still up. So I'm like, bitch, that's not my job. And if it is, why are you still taking interviews? Like, why are you still letting people apply? So yeah, it's just really stressful and annoying, and I don't understand why I'm having such a hard time to find a job. I've been applying to jobs for months, and not a single thing has came my way. Like, the one thing that did, I had the interview for, and then nothing. Crickets. It's really annoying. It's really fucking depressing. I want to be able to make money. I want to have a routine. I want to meet new people. I'm almost 20 fucking sticks. Like, I should not be a stay-at-home daughter. I really should not. It makes me feel like shit. It makes me feel like it makes me feel worthless. I just don't understand why it's so hard to find a job right now. And does anyone else fucking relate? Am I the only person going through this? Is it just because, like, I'm not... Like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Oh, and also, side note that doesn't really relate to this, but the people commenting on my old TikToks about the job that I posted out, they're like, you should delete these. My name is not connected to this account. I use a random fucking email. My number's not connected. I have fucking 700 followers. You're not going to see it. So please shut the fuck up. Thank you.
Wow, guys. So, I mean, I feel really bad for her, right? Because, I mean, she's looking for a job. And I remember, I mean, when I was 19, I would kind of feel the same way in a sense, because I would apply, but because I didn't have that much experience, they would literally never call me back. But I mean, Indeed is like the worst place that you can go to. I mean, at least in my experience, every time that I would go in Indeed and apply, I would apply like to a bunch of places. And yeah, they will all send me an email saying like, hey, we received your application. Please allow around 2 weeks for us to get back to you, blah, blah, blah. And they literally never got back to me. And so that's when I realized, I'm like, that's it. Like, I'm just going to start applying directly through the website of the company. And that's actually how I was successful. Like, I would literally see the jobs, the openings that were available in Indeed. And then I will go directly to the company and I would apply there, because it would be ridiculous the way that, like, I don't even think that Indeed actually connects with the companies most of the time. So that's just really, really crazy. I didn't even know that they were actually asking to check your background. Like, that's insane. And your credit score and stuff. Like, I've never heard about that. Is that like a new thing going on or what? Or, I mean, I don't know if it's just specific to the job that she's applying, but that sucks. If that's the case, that sucks. Because, I mean, are we like the new China or something? Do we have like a social credit score now and they're like checking us? Insane. Let's go ahead and move to the next one.
can't be the only person who feels like this. So I'm 30 years old. I'm unemployed. I've been unemployed for 4 months. I literally can't get a job. I've applied to over 150 jobs. I now have negative $4.41 in my savings account because of the monthly service fee that just hit.
Wow.
I don't know when I'm going to get a job. I feel very lost. This feeling of being unemployed and applying to jobs and retailing your resume, getting rejected, and then seeing the job reposted literally 2 weeks later is demoralizing. And remembering that I am still worthy and I am still valuable has been very difficult. I left my last job because it was destroying my mental and physical health. I liked the job, but I just couldn't do it anymore. And so I applied to a new job, and I was going to make the most money I was ever supposed to make in my life. And they laid me off 4 days before I was supposed to start due to a company reorganization. And I haven't been able to find a job since. I don't have a Roth IRA. I don't have any type of investment accounts. I don't know if I'll ever own a house. I am married, but we're both children, to be quite honest with you. I live in an apartment that we can no longer afford because I lost my job. Moved down here for the job that laid me off 4 days before I was supposed to start. So when you sign a lease, you just can't get out of it like that. That's not how that works.
I mean, if you left your job because it was destroying your mental, like your mental and physical health, like I understand, and that's fine, right? Because I mean, what can you do? But like, that's the risk you're taking, right? That you're taking the risk that maybe it won't work out in your new job and then you're gonna be jobless, which it fucking sucks because you have bills to pay, you have to feed yourself, you know, you have things that you need money, right? And so that's why, you know, you just gotta be very careful when you make decisions like that. I mean, if I were her, I would have like at least tried to get another job, which is like, I would have like the opposite like shifts so that I could at least work 2 jobs at the same time for a little bit. Or I would have tried to save money for at least like a whole year just to make sure. At least that's what I did at my job, like the previous job that I had. They were gonna lay us all off anyway. So I was like, I just decided to you know, to just leave before, and I kind of prepared in advance because they told us with a lot of time that, you know, pretty much the job was gonna be done. And so I prepared myself and, you know, I made sure that I had enough money for at least a whole year. And I'm very blessed for that. And I thank God that, you know, I did that because that really helped me out. He did mention though, the lady here mentioned that she was married, but she didn't mention anything about the guy, like what the guy was doing or anything like that. It sucks if she is like the only one that provides for the home, which I'm actually seeing a trend on that. Like I'm seeing a trend where like most of the time the guys are like the stay at home and then the woman goes out there and works, which is kind of weird. It's kind of weird, but I mean, I understand a lot of women want to be independent, and a lot of them have a lot of good jobs and stuff. So I personally wouldn't do it, but you know, to each their own. But that's a topic for another day. Let's go ahead and move on.
Bro, why the fuck is it so hard to find a job, bro? I kid y'all not. I can show y'all my Indeed. I have put in 100 job applications, bro.
100.
Like, damn, y'all don't need a nigga help? Like, you feel me? Nigga can't work? Like, the fuck a nigga supposed to do? Just feel me? And then when we get it out the streets, nigga wanna go to jail and shit.
God.
And then give me a fucking job. What the fuck?
What? Bro, who wants to give this man a job, man? Come on, man. Like, he's put 100 applications and still no callback. You know, there's no way this guy put 100 applications in, because like literally myself, I can't even do that myself. Like maximum, I think I will put in like 2 applications to 3 applications a day. Now 100 applications. I mean, if he put 100 applications in a month, that's insane. I don't know. But anyway, if he could at least take off his grill so that we can listen to what he has to say, right? Maybe he should have been like the other girls asking for a job. Well, he makes a video as well. I don't know. But if anyone wants to give a job to this outstanding citizen, there you go. That's his TikTok. You can just contact him. Don't be discriminating out there, okay?
We need to have a serious discussion right now. Can we talk about the job market right now? When I tell you I have applied to 100 or more jobs in like a month, probably even more than 100 in a month, and still nothing. I've gotten maybe like
Here we go with the
5, 6
100.
interviews. But other than that, nothing. Like, I'm trying not to spaz, and I'm definitely not trying to be that person that comes online and cries, but like, it's getting to a point. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's getting to a point where I just keep telling myself, we're not gonna stress, we're not gonna stress, we're gonna remain prayerful, we're gonna remain hopeful. But like, you know, and it's just like, I don't even know how to describe it. I feel like I have applied to so many positions and nothing. My resume, I've talked with different people about making sure that my resume looks good and just trying to make those changes to make sure that it looks good, and recruiters are interested and employers are interested, and people like look at my resume and it sets me apart somehow, but like, that's not happening. And I mean, I will say, like, I'm based in New York, and I also am looking for social media marketing positions because that's where my expertise is. That's where I have the most experience, and also what I genuinely enjoy doing. And I feel like that industry is already so saturated, but it's just like, it gets tiring, you know? Like, it gets tiring after applying to so many different positions and just nothing. And then like to come online and hear that some companies are like posting about a job on like LinkedIn or maybe Indeed, but they're not actually hiring, or they do it so that they can end up hiring internal. So it's just like, that sucks, because now you're not getting a job, and then it's just like, it's a headache overall. I want to shoot my shot. If you are a company based in New York City, or even on Long Island, and you have any social media position opening, anything like content creation, social media management, marketing, can I like send you my resume? Maybe keep it on file, maybe take a look at it, give me some feedback if possible. But like, at this point, something has to give. Like, I need something before I have a breakdown. Literally. And on that note, good night.
Wow. I mean, do you guys see the trend though? It's like everyone says 100. Like, is this like the magic number? 100 applications? Like, sometimes, I mean, I don't know, but, and I don't want to say they're lying or anything like that, because I'm sure they probably have applied to a lot of places, right? But it's like, it kind of starting to feel like it's just becoming like a trend to just be like 100, thousands, you know? It's like, is that even realistic? I guess, maybe so, I don't know. But it gets tiring, you know? It just gets tiring. And like, if it's not what I specifically want, then like, don't even bother contacting me, because it's either like what I want and I like and enjoy, or otherwise, like, don't even bother. Don't even bother, right? Literally. But, but guys, like, why is it like that? Like, why do you have to have the job that you want? Like, I'm sorry, but if you can't find the job that you want right now, just get anything you can. Because if you really have bills to pay, if you don't know what you're going to eat, if you don't know where you're going to sleep because you can't afford it, just apply anywhere. I used to apply just anywhere. I mean, whatever I could get, it's not the end of the world. At some point, you're going to be able to land the job that you want, and then you can just leave the other job, but at least you have some income coming in, right? Like, you can't just give up, roll over, and just be like, that's it. I'm just not going to look for anything else. If it's not what I want, then that's it. And I feel like a lot of people are doing that. I feel like most of the people that are saying this stuff is people that they're just like, just concentrating in their specific, expertise. And then they don't want to like look outside of the box, right? Like, that's not how it works. I'm sorry, but like the universities and the colleges, they lie to you. Like, sometimes your degree is going to mean nothing. Sometimes you just have to get what you can. I can't even tell you how many people literally have degrees and they don't even work doing that, because it's not what you think. It's literally not what you think. I feel like universities, universities, they kind of sell you this dream, right? Like if you go to school and you do all this and you get all these certifications, getting out of here, you're gonna be making 100,000 and all this, and you're gonna have a big house, super nice cars, and you're just gonna be rich. Like, no, that's not how it goes. Sadly, that's not how it goes. And I mean, if I were her, if I were this lady, I would just start looking anywhere, even if it's Walmart. I don't care. I don't care because I have to pay my bills and I'm not going to starve. I'm not going to give up. So I don't know. Let's move on.
This generation disappoints me, I swear. I'm just like, are you serious? So there's this young guy, right? Homeless. He always comes, he always goes through the trash cans, gets the cans, right? Okay, cool, whatever. Does his thing, and then he leaves. But today, these, like always, the landscapers always pull up right here to fill up on gas, everything, right? So this guy's right there asking people for money. So a lot of people don't like that. So when my manager sees that, you know, they go like, oh, can you go tell him to leave? Cool, I go over there respectfully. Hey, bro, you know, my manager's seen you. I need you to leave. Cool. So anyways, I go on and I'm sweeping, right? I'm right there sweeping. Tell me why these three landscapers, right? There was the two workers and the boss. They're right there filling up gas. And then this guy goes up to them like, hey, bro, can I get $1? And then the guy goes like, he literally goes like, oh, bro, I don't got cash on me. He goes like, but hey, if anything, do you want to work for a day? I'll get you a job. Right now, I just need another worker. Come work for me for a couple hours. I'll pay you cash. I'll get you lunch, and then I'll bring you back, or I'll take you wherever you need to go. Tell me why this guy got offended. He got so offended that he literally like put his bags down and he goes like, nah, I don't need a job. And then the guy goes like, come on, bro, like you know, earn your money. You know, I'll give you, I'll pay you cash. You know, however much. This guy got mad that he offered him a job, and he goes like, man, wow. And he leaves. He even left his bag full of cans and everything, right? He got so offended that he didn't even care about the cans anymore. He left the cans, and he walked away. And I'm just like, I'm right there shaking my head like, this is what's wrong with this generation, man. Like, these young people are homeless, and they don't want to work, bro. Like, nobody wants to work anymore. I'm just like, I don't know what else to say. I'm just like, this is so crazy to me. And I was like, I don't know. I don't even know what else to say about that, bro. Like, that's so crazy to me. Like, if you're young, like, this guy looked like he was in his mid-20s, bro. And he was good. Like, he looked stable. He you know, has good manners. He goes like, yeah, bro. Like, every time I would tell him, oh, you know, my boss seen you gotta leave. Every time I tell him that, he goes like, oh, yeah, bro, no worries. You know, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna ask for like a couple more bucks, bro, and I'll go home and I'll leave. And I'm just like, oh, all right, man, we'll just make it quick, because you know, if my boss tells me again, I'm gonna get in trouble. He goes like, yeah, no worries, bro, I got you. So, you know, sorry, my bad. So this guy's good, but yet they offer him a cash job for the day. Not even a full-time job, just for the day, bro, to do a couple landscaping work. And my guy said no. I don't know, man. Tell me this isn't crazy.
Guys, I mean, I totally understand him, because that's literally what happens most of the time. Like, I know a lot of you guys are gonna come back at me saying stuff, but you know, in reality, we gotta kind of realize, right? Is it really that I can't find a job at all? Or is it just that it's not the one I want? Or is it just that I simply don't want to work? Because, I mean, a lot of the guys that I see there in TikTok and YouTube and stuff making videos, they look perfectly fine. But most of the time, they have degrees. They just got out of a university. And so they just think that they're too good for certain jobs, right? And I understand. Like, I would be pissed too if I get out of university, I pay thousands of dollars just to find out that I can't even get the job that I studied for, right? So it's like, but I mean, I don't think then that it's an actual job problem. I think it's more of a maybe I don't want to do the job problem. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. There's just very mixed opinions about this. And I don't think I can ever think about a time where like Walmart or Pizza Hut or McDonald's or, you know, any of those jobs have like let me down. Like literally for any reason, anytime that I didn't have a job for any reason, I knew I always could go there and find a job. And I worked for McDonald's before. I worked for Pizza Hut. I worked as a security guard. I worked for a bunch of different grocery stores. And, you know, I kind of just took what I could, right? Like it's not, and yeah, I mean, I don't have a degree per se, but regardless, I have expertise. I have a lot of experience in customer service. And, you know, obviously, I'm not going to go in and get paid $9 an hour because I have more experience. But even if that was the case, I wouldn't mind. Like, I wouldn't mind because if I need to feed my family, if I need to pay my bills, I don't care. I'm just going to do whatever I have to do. And then eventually, I know I'm going to spot something better. Because at the end of the day, like, it's survival of the fittest. Like, you have to do what you have to do. And this guy right here, like, you can tell that he just liked that life, right? Like the homeless guy, he was in his 20s and he obviously got offered this really good job. I mean, it's a construction job. Maybe it's a heavy job. Very, like very heavy on your body and stuff. But like you were going to get paid for the day. And who knows, maybe he ended up being a good worker and then he would just have a job. But a lot of people just don't want to work. And honestly, I think a lot of these people who are out there asking for money, they even make more money than we do. Most of the cases, I've heard that they can make even like $50,000 or more a year. So, I mean, I guess it makes sense that he got offended, right? Let's move on.
This is my 21st day being an unemployed ass, jobless ass, fired ass bitch, and I'm on the way to a job interview. Bitch!
Oh my God.
A bitch got the job, okay? I went and took the drug test and flushed the fucking toilet on a DOT regulated drug test. Are they gonna fail me? Am I gonna have to retake?
Oh my God. Fucking sucks, right? Like, what are you gonna do? Uh-oh, you failed the drug test. I failed it once too. Yeah, I was applying to a security job. Didn't know I was gonna get drug tested. Not that I consume any type of drugs. But back then, you know, I gotta say, I smoked a little bit of, you know what, that green herb. And I just did it because I was actually celebrating that I had landed that job. And then they call me and they're like, by the way, we're gonna do a drug test on you. So there's no way I was gonna get out of that. So I didn't even end up getting the job, as you can imagine. But that sucks. That sucks because... Like, I feel so bad for her because I've been in that situation, but I mean, I don't know.
I cannot stand how Gen Z is crying and complaining about how the news is dogging on us for not wanting to work a 9-to-5. Stop being fucking lazy. Like, this generation has such a woes me mentality. Like, oh, I should be given this, I should be given that, I should be given da-da-da-da-da. Sure, our economy fucking sucks. Like, we're given a bad hand. But do something about it. Stop complaining. Don't fucking work at Walmart. Go learn a skill. Do something about it. Multiple forms of income is literally the only way to success. I'm fucking 23 years old. I've been on my own since I was 18. And I've always figured it out. I don't understand why you guys are out here complaining, saying, oh, Gen Z's dogging. I mean, fucking whoever's dogging on us. Fucking stop whining. Go out. Learn something to do. Get a fucking normal job. And go from there. Like, you guys are complaining about absolutely nothing for no fucking reason. Stop being lazy. Nothing should be handed to you. You didn't deserve shit. You didn't earn anything. You went to fucking school, you graduated. Okay, now it's time to either go to college or go learn something and make some fucking money for yourself. And if you don't have money to pay for college, join the fucking military, because they'll pay for all of it. Like, stop fucking whining. The woes me mentality is blowing my head up. Like, the older generation is exactly right. They're not lazy, hence why they're figuring out, sure, the fucking money's different, this and that. Who cares? Figure it out. Learn how to fucking make money online. Or anything else. Find a job and a skill that you know how to do well, that you can make good money at. You guys, stop fucking complaining.
Honestly, you guys know how I am. You know, I've always been a really hard worker, and I've never let anything kind of like get in front of me. Like, yeah, I've had a lot of times where I've had to downsize many times, you know, just downgrade or whatever you guys want to call it. But I just kept going, you know, I just kept going. If somebody doesn't give me a job, oh well, I'll just look for another one, right? But I feel like he's right on that, like the new generations, like he's right. Because, you know, some of them, they just think that, you know, just by them applying online and, you know, that's enough. That's enough for them to just be like, okay, nobody answer me, whatever, right? Like, no, sometimes you actually have to go out there, talk to people, you know, have connections, I don't know, network. Because honestly, I got a lot of jobs because I had friends. And so I will call them and be like, hey, is your company hiring? And then they will be, yeah, for sure. And then they will give me the job. Like the security job that I got, that's how I got it. Through a friend. And, you know, and then I had another friend that was also doing that. So then I got a better position and I just kept moving up. But I don't know, like, I feel like there's a lot of whining and there's just not a lot of like doing. And I honestly can't believe that all of these people say about how they apply to hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of jobs and they just still can't land one. Like, I just can't believe that. I just can't believe it because literally I go out there, I go to the thrift stores. There's always signs saying that they're hiring, you know, everywhere. There's signs, like I see them all the time. It might not be the job, your dream job. It might not be the one that you want, but at least it's a job. Sometimes we gotta, you know, check our priorities because we're not always gonna get what we want. And we just gotta realize that that's how it is. But that's it, guys, for today's video. I want to thank you so much for staying till the end. If you haven't subscribed, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And see you on the next one. Bye-bye.